And I noticed this abandoned house in Hogsmeade. I don't know if it has anything important or fun or exciting in it, but I thought that I would try that first because it seems odd that it had a title on the map called the Old Fool. So, oh.
I got all confused, and then I got scared, and then I settled into it a little bit.
I was just a little drunk. One of these. Great. Well, I guess we'll do that really quick and we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Great. Love it. I was hoping for some kind of spooky side quest thing to take us off the rails and into an area maybe that was like way too high leveled for us, but whatever, it's fine. It's totally fine.
The incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black was never
Ooh,
murdered.
wait. Dedalian key.
Completely incompetent, which he is.
Slowly but surely we're gonna do all of these. Ka-chow! One more token for our dapper young lad. I must have come down here before I unlocked that side quest if that other chest was open. But it's time to make potions. Let us begin. Larry's very good about waiting on the floor specifically for classes to begin.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion.
That's good because I'm literally
Mr.
out
Takar, can you
because
tell
I'm
us
shite.
why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it.
I need like 15.
Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Good thing I wore my damn gloves. Huh.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Tip-a-tap. Tip-a-tap. God, I'm so glad I wore my potion-making gloves. They're clipping through my wrist.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Adurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
Remember,
But shenanigans is shenanigans. Huh. Give me all the stuff. Did I get all of it? Okay. Return to Gareth with the Fwooper feather.
prepared witch or wizard always.
Reminds me of like a Monty
Professor
Python
Sharp must have
sketch,
learned
but that
a
was
lot during
poofed
his
as.
time an Auror. I wish he talked about
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Kid's gonna get himself killed. Where's my station? Ah.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Cool. I need
And now we add the mallow
to get that
sweet
room a
and-
requirement. I want to start being
That's
able to
odd.
do all this stuff just
What's
whenever I
happening?
want.
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Sorry, Professor Sharp. Thanks for the level up, Mr. Professor Sharp. There's so many of those pages. Don't, in any stretch of your imagination, think that I'm going to attempt to find all of them, because I'm not. I want to give me some plants. I want to brew some potions. I'm going to be a well-rounded wizard. I ain't going to ignore none of my studies. I'm going to make some potions. We're going to tend some animals when I can finally tend some animals. Need it in my life. I have no dog of my own, so I'm going to own a unicorn. Feeling maybe I can't do anything up here just yet, but... Ah, Yeah. There's a page. Ah. Nope. Boom. So I think that... I mean, this place seems like there should be something to do here, but... I've avoided watching people play this. Considering I wanted to play it myself. So, despite me being weeks behind, and everybody's already finished it... Yes, CJ, I remember that you finished the game already. I had other stuff to do, okay? Like, be horrendously ill for a weekend. And if I... Oh... I genuinely thought it was like, if it lets me jump off of it... Bun Buns? Can we... save even the Bun Buns when the time comes? I'd have a whole little biome dedicated to the little, herbivores. Natty will do yours, and then I'll go do that.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When
I mean,
were
if I
you at
told Sebastian, I
Gringotts?
can tell
Just
Natty.
before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Damn straight. Get this all queued up.
Beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I...
Excuse me?
Beseech you for some assistance.
Sure. What up?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Can I?
Sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Go, Larry. Come on. This would be a long-ass swim for someone that's not a swimmer. Like, for people that live in areas with lakes and such, like I did growing, like I do now,
This
but I
must
did
be
growing
where the
up
Pinch
too.
Smedley
Like,
family astrolabe is.
long swims, man. It's a lot. It takes it out of your entire body. And then there's currents and stuff. And I mean, being in the ocean is one thing as well. That's totally different. I remember swimming in the ocean a couple times living in San Francisco. And it's just a very different thing. But those tides are terrifying.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again.
And we dove. We dove for fashion.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dox's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stand aside!
You should never have come here.
That's right. Who?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
And I'll teach you to wear that stupid outfit. Okay, that's right. I gotta do this. Take that. First of all, you're a chicken now. Second of all, I'm just gonna do this until I get...
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
I didn't realize there was a secondary condition. Okay.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Incendio! Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trunk has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, you could have just put it on the ground. You didn't have to sprinkle it, Larry.
What should I do now?
This is
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
It's got to be under the ground? Oh no, it's right there. That's also cool looking.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cars.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
Oh yeah,
Sir
we do.
Nicholas, our house ghost is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
It's time to be a hero. One day, Larry, you'll look cool and be a hero, but for now, you're just gonna be a hero and look like a doofus. Metal Gear Gryffindor on their ass.
This must be it.
First, I'm gonna check on one thing. God, I gotta dodge 4 more times. 4 more times. Okay.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Well, that was dumb. We don't got many potions, and we don't got many skills, but we got tenacity. Tenacity that kills. It looks like there's more than one way to enter. What the hell are you talking about? Looks pretty much like a front gate to me, and that's about it.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Taste it! That's right. We've announced our presence.
Can't handle a little
How many of you are there? Instant.
One less human to whack you. I feel as though you're not even trying.
Oof.
Was that your best? Oh.
Oh my gosh.
You are postponing the inevitable.
Wow. Wow. This quest is like just barely my same level, and we are not gonna do great.
That was meant for me.
Woo! Woo! Very why? No. We have got to get better at this. No.
I've been fighting much too slow. I will make you pay. Levioso. I won't rest. Levioso. Your spells glance off of me. Losing your stride. When
Oh,
taken down.
Dang it. I lean on pushing that R2 button so intensely.
What that means? Merlin trial.
What's that? Who's there? Enjoy.
How many of you are there?
Not quite. This kid is. Enjoy suffering, do you? You don't think you can defeat me, do you? Levioso.
Pity.
Oh, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Until you're dead.
Come on.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Doing. Oh my gosh. Like, we're doing a little bit better this time.
I will make you pay.
Okay. Yeah, so we did get him a lot easier that time, but... Still gotta get better at that combat. Yeah! Seemed like the thing to do. Is there any chests or anything around here? I was hoping to get some new gear. Help Larry look more like a hero, less like a
Looks as
zero.
if there's more than one way to enter.
Ah. Oh, is there stuff to walk?
Accio.
Great. I'm interested. Okay, continue. Continue, please. Continue, please. Did that do it? Doing this Merlin trial real quick. We'll get back to Arn in a minute. There were those ones. I'm very confused.
That was quite something.
Now, will you let me be done with this Merlin trial? Maybe? Or did you just decide that you don't? What else is there? I have a feeling it just didn't click over, and I've got to come back.
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
And with that, I'm going to go ahead, quest complete, put a close to this episode. So if there's anyone out there watching or listening, thank you for being here. I'm really glad that you're here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.